What's up, everybody? Let's Talk Jets Radio. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate everybody that joined us on the live stream tonight. Another fun show. Quick video here to recap Flight 2021, the four-part series that the Jets just released, and shout out to their production team. They did a phenomenal job with this, just giving fans an inside look at really all the big events that went on this offseason, from the hiring of Coach Saleh, and they even included some interview clips there, which I thought was really unique, to everything that went into the selection of Zach Wilson, as well as some of the other draft picks and free agent signings. So just kind of going episode by episode here, and believe it or not, I actually took some notes. The stuff on Zach Wilson I thought was really cool when they were breaking down a lot of the film and just going around the room and talking about what he does well, his toughness, his leadership, his ability to dissect plays. He's a gunslinger, but he's also smart with the football. His ability to place the football, his recall on certain plays and situations from earlier in the year. So it really seemed like he checked all the boxes, and the same thing goes with Saleh. From communication, leadership, his vision for the team, his presence, his ability to inspire others. Douglas seemed to really enjoy all of that, and I like what Saleh was saying also about having his door open at all times. If a player has something going on, don't be afraid to walk into his office and let him know what's going on. I think that's something that players are going to really respect over time. Saleh also talked a lot about keeping it about us, not so much about the other team, playing our game the right way. If we do that and we get better every day, the results are ultimately going to show. They talked a lot also about what they're looking for in football players as far as tone setters, guys that love the game. I think we heard that probably on every episode, so that's good. Woody Johnson even chimed in, some stuff on the fans. Nice having fans back in the building. He'll be able to go back to, going around to tailgates before the games. So it was at least nice to hear some acknowledgement, that the fans are important. So thank you, Woody. And then they finished up episode 1 just talking about the difficulty with the scouting process this year, and that continued into episode 2, where a lot of the guys that you were looking for, or at least scouting earlier in the year, back in September and October, it was for a completely different coach. So a few of the scouts mentioned that they had to go back, rewatch some of the film, and just kind of look at guys a little bit differently through a different lens, where maybe this guy wasn't a fit for Adam Gase, but he's got all the traits that Ulbrich needs on his defense, or that LaFleur needs on his offense. So I thought that was good. And even just hearing Douglas and Saleh and all the scouts on the same page as far as knowing what they want in certain players, we haven't had that in a while. It seems like it was always the GM doing one thing, head coach doing another thing, each reporting separately to ownership. So just having the entire building on the same page is really cool. The free agent market was talked a lot about next in episode 2, where you had LaFleur and Ulbrich kind of going back and forth, talking about each player. They mentioned Lawson, how he was able to win a lot of one-on-ones and affect the quarterback, but he didn't necessarily put up a lot of the sacks. Whereas they feel like this year he could be a little bit more aggressive. The Jets have some more interior rushers that they feel like are going to be able to collapse the pocket and allow him to do some things. They talked about Corey Davis, his contested catches, how he's tough to bring down, yards after the catch, the impact that they think Hardy's going to have on special teams. And then even some of the lesser guys that we haven't talked much about this offseason, Lamarcus Joyner, he's going to be brought here to play safety, but he previously, I think, was with the Raiders where he was playing nickel. Ulbrich talked about how, sometimes their safeties are asked to cover receivers one-on-one, so the fact that he does have experience playing nickel should benefit him in this defense. Same thing with Jarrad Davis. He's got the speed, he's got the athleticism. They mentioned his physicality. He's a punishing tackler. I know we've had some Lion fans come on here say he doesn't really wrap up all that much, but at least he brings the boom when he does hit somebody. And then, the talk on Quinnen Williams I really liked also, that Ulbrich thinks he's ready to step up into that, top 3 defensive tackle level, not just be a great run stopper, but also, actually get after the quarterback too. And the stress that he mentioned, putting on the back end of the defense, I thought was interesting, because the Jets really haven't done a whole lot to address the cornerback position. And, he said, for the trenches, the front 7, their job not only to stop the run, but really get in the quarterback's face and prevent him from getting to that second and third read. And, if he is able to get to those second and third reads, you're kind of leaving your guys on an island back there. So I thought that's interesting that, again, they really haven't done a whole lot with the back end. Yes, May's coming back and you brought in Joyner, but as far as cornerback goes, a lot of young guys, a lot of inexperience there. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then just finishing off with episodes 3 and 4, they did some brief stuff on the Darnold trade. We'll stay away from that one. But then again, there was more stuff on the scouting process. Again, just finding all the right guys, right scheme fit. You had Joe Douglas with his corny dad joke in there, which I think the Jets shared on Twitter. And then a lot of stuff was really cool on Alijah Vera-Tucker, him being versatile, smart, strong, athletic, violent hands. And they weren't really content on waiting on him either. And I thought that was good. You had the extra picks. You had the extra 2 third-rounders. I think, they did a thorough process. They didn't think he was going to be there at 23. So I have no problem at all with, having some conviction, moving up, going to get your guy, especially somebody that you're going to plant right next to Becton, who's hopefully going to keep your quarterback upright for the next 10 years. So I like that. And then finishing up episode 4. This was a lot of stuff on LaFleur talking about Zach Wilson, and I can listen to this guy talk football all day. Just really impressive the way he was talking, the way he was breaking down Zach Wilson's traits and just what they're looking for out of this offense. Some more stuff on Elijah Moore, the yards after the catch, his balance after contact, and his route running, all off the charts, very impressive. And again, I can't tell you how many times they talked about just guys that are obsessed with football, good character. It seems like there's a certain vision for the type of player that they're looking for. And between free agency and the draft, it seems like they really feel confident that they addressed all that. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back live tomorrow night. Blog Talk, 8:30. Have a good night.